You're live.
We're live, Kate. Thank you, Kate, for that.
It's my birthday, it's fine.
I'm going to watch it to get the views.
I don't think that's it. Anyway, welcome to our OnlyFans account. Oh, sorry,
Wrong live.
Oops,
yes, welcome to Coffee with Coaches with Darius today.
Yeah,
filling in or replacing, or see.
Probably replacing.
Could be a permanent addition.
Yeah.
Scrunchy love. See, on Coffee with Coaches, you need to wave with people as they join. We won't wave to James.
So request to join.
Fuck yeah. James can fuck off. I'll give him another wave.
So, today, I think we missed last week. It was our first week in a while, so apologies for that. I know.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it was busy. It was one of those weeks where I was out of the gym at a coaching clinic, and it was too...
STD clinic.
Yeah. timing didn't allow for
Sexual
it.
health clinic.
Sexual health clinic.
Yeah.
All goods. You can only catch herpes once. But yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty good week. Back to normal. Shorter week going into next week, so a long weekend coming up. Yeah, so I don't think either of us posted much this week, so no real post to talk about. But I think we do have... Yeah,
We're on, I tell you what, we're fucking on, I tell you.
we do have a new class starting today at Rebuild.
We do.
Dynamic strength class run by Darius, so
Yes.
maybe touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, look, dynamic strength is exciting. It's something that people probably haven't really quite done before. Pretty much at the end of the day, we're looking to build people's ability to perform a workload in a shorter amount of time and increase their threshold. We're going to focus on tension, the ability to move the bar fast, so compensatory acceleration. It's in line with things like dynamic effort and French contrast training, but it's a little twist on it. Obviously, it's a group setting. So myself, I've been doing a lot of planning around this, and it's been quite exciting for myself trying to figure out, okay, where are we going? How are we going to get there? How do I fit that into, within the group class setting? How do I structure it? Then also looking at all the variations of lifts that we can have. So it is an exciting thing.
Yeah, massively, and I think it's a testament to not only yourself but James and the other coaches here. Like every week we sit down, we have a meeting around like how everything in the class has been going, how things going as a gym. And this is just one of those things where we feel we can add a little bit of extra value to everyone's training week. So far the response has been, we haven't even had the class yet, and it's fully booked for today.
Everybody's pretty excited about it, which is nice to hear. And it's also a bit daunting as well. Obviously, I want to put on a good show, but at the end of the day, there will be things that will obviously need to change as we find our way with this as well. So.
Yeah, 100%. So I think, I said it. I don't care. I think
100%. If you haven't noticed, we say 100% a lot, and we've been told not to say it. So 100%, we have to change that.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
But on this week's podcast, we have a very special guest. Haven't picked this one from the bottom of the barrel at all. This is top shelf stuff. We've got Kate on this week, or Jamie, if you've been listening to the podcast. So Kate is running our media content creation here at the gym. She has an incredible story that a lot of people and personality that a lot of people will relate to. Relate to in the sense like, well, you might not relate to it, but you'll relate to the story and the way in which she's had to reframe her mindset and overcome adversity to get back to where she wanted to go. I think it's an all too common thing where everyone deals with adversity and they find their own ways to overcome it. So yeah, it's one of those things I'm really looking forward to. Like, I've heard Kate's story. I've been directly sort of involved with the back end of it. So yeah, I think it'll be incredibly valuable for everyone to listen to and hear, and get a little bit more appreciation for what Kate has gone through and how she's progressing, not only with her training, but her new career that she's set out to nail. But before we wrap up, snake story.
There's a snake story, and don't worry, it's not about catching all of the Pokemon, aka STDs. He's shy now. He's shy. He doesn't want to talk about the snake.
I don't want to talk about it. It's very traumatic. But Tuesday afternoon, I was leaving rugby training after finishing up at Iona, just up the road there, and I was going across to my car, and just as I was about to jump in, a mum of one of the students at the school ran over, grabbed me, and she's like, "Oh, can you please help?" And like, at the time, I couldn't see anything major happening. I thought she just needed help with her car or something like that. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, no worries, happy to help." She's like, "Oh, my son's been bitten by a snake." And I was like, "Oh, shit, that changes things." So I've gone over. Her son's in the front seat of the car. He's pale white, in a bit of shock because his mum's on the verge of going into shock as well. She was massively panicked. So at the time, not having much experience with snake bites, just trying to de-escalate the situation a little bit, and just asked, like, "Is the snake still around?" She goes, "It's over there. I think it's a python." So immediately I've gone, "Oh, they're not venomous. Don't, he'll be fine." Like, kind of calm everyone down. And then I quickly just thought to myself, I don't know anything about snakes. So
just handing out false information.
Handing out false information, everything I've grown to be against. But yeah, so luckily it was a python who ended up biting the kid 3 times, and it was a big python, bigger than James. Bigger than James as a person.
So that's a bad reference, though.
That's still the biggest part of the show, Kate, and I'm sat over here.
Yeah, so
you can jump in.
You don't start speaking about me,
Requested your get in.
Yeah, jump in. But yeah, all in all, that's my snake story. It was
PT.
Hey, PT. Do you want to talk about PT?
PT.
Yeah. So Darius, again, not only is one of our coaches here, but he is one of our very bloody good personal trainers, and it's a service that he is offering indirect or outside of just his coaching role on the floor here. Mm-hmm. Maybe speak on some of the benefits of PT, because again, we're probably more known as a group training facility, but PT has become a massive part of what we offer here, and again, we believe we do it a lot better than other places.
Well, we do, because we have a very, very large array of experience. So we're able to draw from different scenarios, which is why that we are able to benefit the client, no matter the goal, or no matter where you're at in your training. The personal training side of things is obviously gets you to where you want to be a lot faster, typically, all right? Because the coach can see absolutely everything you do, can program for absolutely every situation, regardless of how you're feeling, what's going on in your personal life, where you're at in your training, what your goal is, whether you're an athlete, a mum looking to get stronger, someone returning from rehab. Or yesterday I had a young boy, 13-year-old, who has autism. And we were able to help him with one of our first sessions, obviously many to come, but I was able to just simply play some basketball. We worked on some change of direction. We worked on some coordination, some skills. So even something as simple as that, and that was an amazing thing for myself, because it takes away from the typical day-to-day operations of a trainer, of a coach, and I get to actually spend some time just being a good human in general, helping out someone in that situation. So we have that large array, and it's going to, no matter where you're at or where you're going, it's a complete benefit that we're trying to give to the people.
Yeah, completely agree. I think, as we sort of pride ourselves on it in our group classes, we do allow for a great deal of individualization within that. But sometimes people just need that little bit of extra care and attention, and also depending on their goal as well. So again, if you're interested in personal training or finding out a little bit more about what Darius does and how he can help you, you can definitely slide into his DMs, or you can slide into mine if you just want to have a chat. But Kyra, yes, we did made sure the boy went up to hospital, and yeah, where he was well looked after. He was fine. I think the mum needed she needed a bit more attention as well. She was very panicked, as understandably so. I think it's one of those situations where, even though it was a python that bit him, it was a big python, and I think you can safely assume in Australia that if you get bitten by a snake, it's never a good thing. Never a good thing.
Yeah, well, I think and now that we know the child is okay and the mother's okay as well, I feel a lot better saying you are not our next Steve Irwin.
No, God,
Most
no.
certainly not. No, you did not handle that situation very well. You should have more enthusiasm about it. You should have known your facts. You should have been there applying this knowledge, but you didn't. So.
Yeah, when I definitely positioned the mother between myself and the snake as I was taking photos of it. Safety first. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Listen out for this week's podcast. It's going to be a really good one. And if you have any questions for Kate or Jamie or whatever you want to call her, let us know. Let us know. It's also her birthday today, so if you want to jump on the Rebuild page and say happy birthday to her. I think she's what are you, Jamie? 40? 40 today?
43.
43 today. No, she's 33. I don't know how to exit out of this, but so we'll work it out.
Make sure you say it.
Okay.
We're finishing.
And we're finishing.
We're finishing. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.